Hey loves, and welcome back to my channel. So in this video we are going to be talking all about saving money as a creative. Now in this video I'm going to be breaking down to you some of the principles as well as some of the tips that helped me save over $30,000 in 2020 as a content creator and a YouTuber. So if you're someone who is trying to save up, you're someone who is trying to make more money maybe, then you definitely do want to watch this video. So sit back, relax, and let's get started. Okay, so welcome back to our channel. It's good to have you back. It is good to be back. Today we are not talking about making money, however we are talking about saving money. And honestly speaking, I feel like a lot of people talk about making money as a content creator, YouTuber, and influencer, and we don't really shed light into the importance as well as the essence of saving money. And for me, I feel like 2020 really taught us, especially me, the importance of having a cushion, having a backup plan, having something to kind of rely on during like rainy days. 2020, a lot of people were laid off, a lot of people lost their jobs, a lot of people didn't have or didn't receive as much revenue as they used to because of the global pandemic. And I feel like that is something that we need to learn, and we need to cultivate the culture of saving as a creative, because the only thing that is constant is change, and nothing is secure, nothing is set on stone. So if you are a 9-to-5er, if you are a content creator, a YouTuber, influencer, blogger, entrepreneur, if you are a freelancer, in as much as you should be worried and concerned and want to learn how to make money, it is also important to learn and to be interested in knowing how you can save your money as well as invest your money. But in this video, I'm going to talk about saving money. Okay, so personally for me, I think I am excited for this. I just like knowing that I have money somewhere, even if I might be broke. I don't want to be broke. I don't want to be flat broke, because for me, the way I kind of create my financial plan as well as my expenses, my income, and all of that, I like to kind of segment whatever I'm receiving. I like to plan that out in a way that I know that this is going to be saved, this portion is going to be invested, this portion is going to be spent on things that would make me more money. For instance, spent on buying a land, so it's still like an investment and all of that. If you are a content creator, it is really important to not only think about how much you're going to make today, but also plan on how that money can make you more money or can be saved for the next future. Right, so before we start, I do want you guys to know that I am not an expert when it comes to like finances and all of that. However, I do love sharing with you guys my experience and my process at the same time. So that is why, and that is what this video is going to be about. Okay? Alright, so when it comes to savings, I believe that this should be something that you should incorporate into your lifestyle. It is not a one-time thing, it is a continuous and a consistent thing. So if you want to start saving up, you need and you must be disciplined. You need to cultivate the habit of self-discipline, and I believe that this also comes with sacrifice, with knowing that you have to forego this alternative in order to meet this end. If you can be a little bit disciplined and you can sacrifice a lot for what you can gain in the future as opposed to what you're gaining now, I mean, it's going to be easy and it's going to be beneficial for you as a creative. Right. So if you are someone that wants to start saving, it is very important to not only have but also see the bigger picture as well as the bigger plan. So you could be saving to pay off your debts, to pay off your medical bills, your school fees, to start up a new business, for investment purposes, or maybe even just to know that you have money in the bank. And for me also, that is the plan. I want to make sure that I'm financially stable and I'm financially free. So something else that helped me save up that amount every single month. Every single month I was able to save up around $3,000. Actually, 1 million naira, because I'm in Nigeria and I'm based in Nigeria. 1 million naira was my monthly expectation when it comes to like savings. I wanted to know that I've saved up this amount of money every single month. I wasn't bothered about where the money was coming from, and trust me, as of January, February, I wasn't even making up to 1 million naira in my total revenue. But I knew that That was what I wanted to make, what I wanted to save, not make every single month. So it meant that I need to be making more than what I'm saving, if that makes sense. Honestly, this also speaks to law of attraction as well as manifestation. I started doing this like late 2019. I said I was gonna practice it. What's a big deal? Let me just dip my toes, my fingers into this manifestation thing, and not just do it, but like do it, like be intentional with it. Be intentional with what I said, what I watched, what I prophesied, what I see. If you're a Christian, let's just put it as faith. It's kind of speaking what you want into existence. Not only speaking it into existence, but believing it, receiving it, living in it, you know, and all of that. I knew that every single month I wanted to save ₦1 million out of whatever I'm earning, and that became possible because 2020 again, I also learned how to diversify my income streams. I wasn't just relying on one. Like I previously said, I have about 4 to 5 income streams I'm kind of depending on now, and I know that each of these income streams kind of generates me enough money to make over ₦1 million for me to be able to save that. So that is something you need to take and put into consideration if you are a YouTuber, right? If you're a content creator, you are filled with a lot of ideas. You have content. Content is a freaking gold mine. You have no idea. You can sell it, put it on YouTube, affiliate it. I mean, you can product it. I don't even know where to start from. Content is king, and this year is gonna be amazing. But yeah, if you're a content creator, there are so many ways you can monetize your content. There are collaborations, there's products, there's affiliates, there's YouTube. You can stream it, you can, it's a lot. But yeah, it's really important to kind of know all of these, be aware of all of these, and kind of see how you can be generating income from all of these. It doesn't really matter how much you're generating, as long as it's giving you $1. That $1 can easily transition into $100,000 in like that quick. Trust me, I know, that quick. So if you are a content creator, look into diversifying your income. I think in my next couple of videos, I'm going to talk about like my income streams, how you can also diversify your income in like this, like it's so amazing how like I did one thing last year, and that one thing doubled my revenue, and that thing was just so easy. And like, why are people not doing this, you know? I'll probably talk about all of that in another video. But yeah, if you are a content creator, having multiple income streams also makes it easier to save up when it comes to saving up money for the future. So if I was to break down my income sources, I think I talked about this in my previous YouTube video where I kind of showed you guys like my income report for 2020. I made about $20,000, right? Then my total affiliate revenue was about $18,000 as well. My sponsorships, I can't really talk about that here. And then products and all of that. That kind of also added to like my total income. So by the time you add all of these like tiny bits, 10K, 10K, 20K, 30K from here, it makes it easier. So if you're someone who has physical product, or you have like a business, so you can say, okay, whatever revenue you make from that business, whatever profit, not from revenue, whatever profit you're making from that business, I do want to say that you should reinvest it back into that business. So let's leave business aside. But if you can take out a percentage of it, put it into savings, and then figure out how you can also invest it into something else or invest it back into the business, it makes complete sense. So something else that you can do if you're trying to save up is that you can give yourself a figure, right? Give yourself maybe a percentage or a figure that you can work with. So you can say, okay, every single month or every single year or every single quarter, however you want to create your savings plan, you can decide to save 50% of your income, of your profits, and put it aside, and then kind of figure out what you want to do with that capital later on. You can say, okay, if you know that you're earning 10 million naira every single month, you can decide to save 7 million naira every single month, and then maybe after every quarter you can decide to then put it into another investment, stock market, buy. There's so many investment plans these days. So as long as you have that lump sum cash, it's easy for you, or it's easier for you to kind of invest it somewhere else. I do want to say that I'm a Nigerian. I'm based in Nigeria. However, the way my business, YouTube and all of that is set up, it's set up in a way that I am earning in foreign currency. So that kind of is beneficial to me, because again, you guys, if you're Nigerian, you know that Naira on a regular is being devalued. Doesn't really have value like that, you know. So last year, 2019, as of 2020, early 2020, dollar was 350 naira to $1, right? Now dollar is like 500 or 450. So if you're a new YouTuber, you're based in Nigeria, something you can do is that you can open up a DOM account so that you can be earning in dollars. So in less than a year, there was like 100 naira increase, right? So for me, that meant I indirectly made 3 million naira more. That was like 100 naira increase. That is mind-blowing. That's like almost double. That's like 30% increase now. So something that can also help you, and that helped me when it came to like saving, was having a different account for saving. So if you find savings hard, have it an account that you can not touch, you don't have access to, or do it in a way that you can only access maybe once a year or twice a year, or I don't know what you're going to do, but kind of restrict yourself from it. And this, honestly, like I said, in like my first principle or my first tip that I kind of highlighted first was discipline. This would discipline you not to kind of touch that. And currently I do know that there are a lot of saving apps, apps that would help you save every single month, every single day. I think there's Piggyvest. I'll leave them all over the screen right here, as well as in the description box, so you guys can check them all out. But yeah, if you're someone who kind of finds it hard saving, or you're someone who splurges a lot, definitely try out some of these apps and see how that works for you. This saving is like my first plan to financial freedom. So from here, we're diversifying into like different investments, as well as different businesses. So now I know that I have capital that I can kind of put here, put there, and then kind of watch it grow. This year, I want to spend every single month learning a new thing, a new skill that can be profitable for me financially and personally. This year is my $1 million year. I'm not just saying it, I'm believing in it, and I'm manifesting in it. And I feel like you need to be very intentional with what you want. You need to say what you want, you need to believe in what you want. So yeah, I honestly believe that if you're a content creator, you're a freelancer, whether you even have a 9-to-5, it is really important to have another income source. Have at least two, minimum of two, trust me. Because honestly speaking, making money as a content creator 2 years ago was almost impossible or difficult for me, because I was based in Nigeria and a lot of brands were like underpaying. Even now, it's still like a hassle. Like now, we've come a long way, and I'm so grateful for that. And I feel like I know that a lot of people are still struggling with this. So I like to kind of make mistakes sometimes, learn from it, and then be an expert in it if possible, and share with you guys. And that is what I do with like my production and my tips with growth on YouTube and now finance, because I know that I'm going to be a millionaire in dollars this year, and this is my starting point. So I want to look back at this video and be like, damn, I really said that, and this is where we are now. Yeah, that's about it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Definitely write down what your savings goal would be for this year. Put that down, kind of create a plan on how you want that to be achieved. It might not be a realistic goal, but I want you to also believe in it, because again, I started off with creating a plan that was almost impossible, or seemed impossible, and then it just like everything just shifted, and I'm still like in awe, and I'm grateful. But yeah, Let me know what you guys would like to see next up in my next videos down in the comment section. What kind of topics you guys want me to cover up next. I'm going to talk about more things later on, but yeah, if you guys are watching up until now, thank you so much. Feel free to check out my other videos, my previous videos and my next videos, and I'll see you guys in one of these videos right here. Don't be a stranger, you're home, join the family. Click on the subscribe button right here, get subscribed right now, join the family, and let's grow. If you are a creative, then this is your home right here. So let's get started with this, and I'll see you guys in one of these videos.